everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I'm gonna make a Devil's Gambit with you, okay? We're gonna do one more on-camera attempt for feed. I know it's not anybody's favorite. Myself included. I guess we'll just go for the early upgrade. If this doesn't work, we'll just do it off-camera, okay? You'll have bested me, video game. You'll have bested me. So close. Hold on, that's 18, 10, 9. This will kill you, actually. And that, I mean, you won't have bested me. I'll just grind it off camera. And, you know, I've been in this business for a long time. Probably the second run after I do it off camera, I'll be able to succeed. But it is what it is. We'll go back to A20. We'll do some Ascension runs. We'll do some daily runs, etc., etc. I'll take Chemokinesis just for a damage dealer right now. I think early on that's a pretty decent call, and we'll start cutting basics wherever conceivable / possible, and just let me take 20 damage. I love having the extra gold. It gives us a much better chance of being able to actually afford a feed early if one is able to show up, but we do have to remove a curse, probably. Decay's not that. It actually might be the best curse that's relic independent. Like, you could get a curse that gives you frailty, but be immune to frailty, and, you know, that would be better, but not by much. Anyway, this is just the only challenge. All the other challenges, Flame Barrier is just so lovely. All the other challenges, I think, are very, very well designed. I also don't want to be too rude, because it's possible that, you know, over the course of these episodes, I've screwed it up a little bit and have had an opportunity, but didn't manage to make it work. Let's do it like this. You never know. Like, you talk a big game, and then, you know, 3 days from now, an episode comes out where I, like, didn't see feed on a shop, and I'm like, oh, my bad. But, all the other challenges felt like puzzles. This one feels like you're just rolling the dice over and over. Which is, you know, it's not the end of the world. But it can be a little frustrating. Evolve is a huge helper here. This is an annoying fight, no doubt. So I would prefer, given the opportunity, to not have to, rest, but we might have to rest. Not because this fight's going particularly badly, necessarily, but because, you know, we're taking damage on this fight. We took damage to get Golden Idol. You get the idea. There's a few negatives going on here. Now I think about it, Bash would have been better because we wouldn't have lost the HP in the process. But now, theoretically, it didn't work out on this turn, but 2 defends plus a strike on turns where you're attacking is totally fine by me. I don't think I'm willing to take any more damage right now. It's just like the 3 HP is not necessarily meaningful, but it is proven to be a real pain in the butt. Okay, there we go. 15 life, Shuriken is beautiful. I think I'll actually go for a Thunderclap then. And why not shoot the moon? You know what I mean? Like, we should really take advantage of this opportunity, I think, to try to upgrade as many cards as possible. Even though we're not fighting a Hexaghost, we're looking for feed. We're looking for feed. We're looking for feed. We don't see feed. I would like to remove the curse without a doubt. And Bandage Up is very tempting, but I don't think we'll need it. I think Dropkick is actually... this is one card that's really, like, it's gone up for me in my valuation of it. Let's get Thunderclap a little bit better. Over the course of these challenge runs. Like, particularly, I think Minimalist started to bring it out of me, but I think we'll do it like this. I think it works really well in this situation. Like, even at 3 energy, this will give us the opportunity to play 3 attacks much more easily. We can kill you. It'll cost us 3 HP, but that's a small price to pay. I'll take an Iron Wave. Receive Bash and store a card. One day, dude. One day we're going to take advantage of that. You know what we should do is freaking store a feed in there. I like our deck early, though. I'll give you that. So, you know I say the same thing literally every single time. What do I want to see from our boss? First off, just living would be nice. But secondly, energy relic. I gotta kill you. That'll do it. Energy relic plus feed. Those are the only things, in my opinion, that really factor in right now in a big way. I'm super stoked that, like, 2 upgraded Iron Waves, that's really nice against this guy. Now, we might not need it specifically, or it might be the most critical thing you ever could have imagined. So we're going to get rid of all of our defense. Flame Barrier is definitely just much better suited for next turn. We're not going to roll you. I think this is okay. We're going to roll you next turn for certain. We only have to do 12 damage, which is extremely... I mean, it's very easy, as you can see. It's not necessarily a strength gain sort of deck yet. I was really hoping for Flame Barrier. I think I'm just going to call it... You know what? Let's take some damage to make this happen. I think having extra vulnerability is worth taking the 5 hit. This is exactly what we want. Might need to pop our Dex Potion. We'll see. You're doing 20 damage. It's a great turn to get Flame Barrier, but it is what it is. Okay, just focus on the thing right in front of your face. Energy plus feed. I'm going to hit you with that, even though it's a small personal cost. Flame Barrier again, please. Oh, don't mind if I do. All right. But then we're not going to draw it on this turn, and this is his big turn, but that's okay. It's 9 block. We'll take 2 damage, but get a strength upgrade in the process and do a lot of damage to him, which is very mission critical. Okay, we're going to be fine, but obviously this run needs a little bit more juice in order to get where it needs to go. Very few complaints, though. Honestly, on this turn, I think just take it slow. I was going to say, you don't need too much to make the next turn work. Although, you do 3 damage. I honestly think I'm just going to hit you. I don't think we can kill you next turn, but I think we... Actually, you know what? We can totally kill you next turn. Little dangerous, but we got there. None of these are feed. Limit Break works nicely, though. Don't despair yet, by the way. You might be despairing. We're going to go for an energy relic that doesn't compromise our ability to get reward cards, just because, obviously. So we have to be very careful about our HP. But we do heal, you know, in between battles. It's very slightly dicey, but I'm trying not to let myself get in that defeatist mindset early on here where I'm like, no, we didn't get feed yet again. Won't somebody think of the YouTuber? I'm still having a good time. I just would have a better time if feed showed up. So here's the thing. Rupture works really nicely here, I think, and we'll just keep cutting basic strikes to make our deck still strong. And yeah, this shop didn't work out. Life goes on. So Rupture helps us work well with Limit Break. This will be interesting. Mostly because we also have a Hemokinesis in the deck. So a Thunderclap is very big. And then this is 15 damage. This is 11. But it's also the only way to kill you, so let's do that. Now, I would love to not engage in Cowardice. I mean, you know the deal. It's going to be way better for us to play Limit Break later while it's not upgraded. Can I do 22 damage? 7, 7, 8. Works for me. I think we should not engage in Cowardice. I think we might stand a chance. Plus, we get another reward opportunity. So I don't know who has to go first. This guy hits hard, but is otherwise not that big of a deal. A well-timed limit break could really change things around here. That, by the way, is not a well-timed limit break. I'll put up a little defense just for now. I mean, it's going to be tight just to survive. And I definitely think you do play Flame Barrier. And I definitely think you play Hemokinesis for the extra strength gain, not to mention the damage. 27 damage is extremely no joke. I think we're going to try to kill him next turn, which is going to require us to do this. So we will live, presuming we draw some attacks this turn, which thankfully we did. And we'll get some rewards. Prayer Wheel and Toxic Egg. Prayer Wheel and Toxic Egg, both very, very useful. Prayer Wheel specifically for the challenge we're trying to accomplish. Honestly, I think with 3 turns of vulnerability, I would rather take 0 damage than do more damage and take strength. Or get strength, I should say. We gotta punch through his armor as much as possible, do as much damage as possible. I can live with it. You're doing 12 damage. It's not that bad. It's a situation I don't really think we need to play Rupture here. If we get the chance to play it without it being a problem, I wouldn't mind. 16 damage. Why have you forsaken me? Well, we get a chance to play Rupture on this turn, maybe. Nope. We need to do 16 damage. No, we need to do 13 damage. That's fine. We're back, baby. I think a Headbutt that's upgraded can work fine. I like Infernal Blade, too. I know it's maybe not anybody's ideal card, but I like Infernal Blade for 0. So sue me. I will not read your book. Your book is very frightening to me at the present moment. Being very, very protective of our HP here. So we would definitely like Dropkick next turn. I think we like Bash, Headbutt, bring back Dropkick. Iron Wave ain't gonna kill you, huh? It is gonna make sure we don't take damage. Limit Break is playable now, which is very nice for us as well. So we'll definitely, we'll try to take advantage of that. And even though it adds a little bit of garbage to our deck, I do not mind. I feel like I mean, it is Ascension 0, and we've reached the point in the run where I have to say it is Ascension 0. We shouldn't be scared. The fact that we can't heal, though, is just innately scary, I think. You know, the only way we're going to get HP back is via potions. And also, I mean, Burning Blood, but it takes a while, I guess, is what I'm trying to get across. We do need better blocks. Well, we definitely need better blocks. Okay, all those cards were interesting to me, but I agree with myself. I think we need better blocks. Okay. So, Pantograph is actually extremely helpful already. And we will Smith and make Rupture free, which is a small heal. And we'll decide after this fight if we live, which sadly is debatable, but hopefully we'll be fine. We'll decide whether we want a chance going to the shop. Feed, I mean, it's likely. Well, let me rephrase. It's not likely that Feed shows up in the shop, but it's, you know, more likely than it showing up literally any place else except, I suppose, I hate it. The boss fight. Would love to do 33 damage this turn. It's okay, it's not going to happen. You're going to block a little bit, but you're also going to be hit. We need to do 23 damage this turn. It is going to happen. We live. No feed, a second flame barrier is a-okay by me. We honestly don't need anything else yet. Okay, oh, it's a shop anyway. Now there's no feed. So let's use our noggins here. I think... I still think we get better through subtraction. None of these really, you know, appeal to me all that much, I will say. 20 card deck is a little bit too thick, but look at how upgraded our back end cards are. So I think more block is also good, and we'll save a little bit of money. You never know, maybe there'll be another shop coming right up. I do think, unfortunately, it's pretty much a necessity for us to use hemokinesis. And it's not a bad thing, except for the fact that, I mean, it's very dangerous, but it has to be done, I think. So, we'll catch you with one of these. Very, very strong Infernal Blade. This fight, it wouldn't take much for this fight to go wrong. So we have exactly 25 damage. This guy is going to be a bit more of a challenge. We did draw a Flame Barrier, though, so, I mean, it's actually not that bad. We should have you next turn. I'm surprised how relatively easily we've been able to make this work. We were lucky we drew an attack, I'll admit. I still see no feed, by the way, but... We could get there. And I do, and like attacks would be nice, to be honest, but I think we've kind of bitten off more than we can chew there to begin with. Honestly, I don't know, man. I do think this fight is pretty bad. We're only going to be at like 48 HP. So it would be a really wise time for us to get as strong as possible, as quickly as possible. So I hate to say it, but bring back Hemokinesis. If we can get, you know, a few strength upgrades before the first limit break, I think I'd be a happy man. I feel like there's no choice but to play Flame Barrier. Although, actually, I think we play Ghostly Armor and go for 3 attacks. That way our strength can go up that much more. And actually, I think one of these will kill you as well. So we're up to 5 strength, which means we're at 10 strength when we draw a limit break, which we did immediately. I'm not gonna say, you know, it's working out amazingly so far, but if we draw a limit break again immediately, that would have been pretty cool. So we're about to be severely debuffed, but our strength continues to grow. Unfortunately, we don't get much better / any better at all at producing blocks. I hate this, but we need to limit break first, so that this kills you, even though it does cost us strength on the back end. Okay, we're 23 strength up. You can definitely Thunderclap, Dropkick, see what you get. Flame Barrier, Ghostly Armor, works fine for me, we take 6 damage. Stop attacking me, please, I beg you, sir. You know we have to hit him with the Hemokinesis. There's no other option. We gotta do 74 damage to you on this turn. Is it plausible? I think Bash Headbutt Hemo gets us there. Bash Headbutt gets us there. Okay, it worked. Yeah, I'm a little bit mad. Brutality works nicely with what we got going on, with Rupture specifically. And then, dude, honestly, at this point, yes, you have to transform all strikes and defense to get a feed. I started a joke. Started the whole world laughing. Anyway, the end of it is that the joke was on me. You get the idea. Okay, do we want a double brutality? Sure, why not? This isn't a fatality, it's a brutality. Wait, I got it backwards. This isn't a brutality, it's a fatality. So, don't despair. We have Donu Deka. All we need is a feed, and then to live, which is a little bit... is slightly up in the air, admittedly. Sorry, I'm working it through here. It's only 24 damage. It's not enough. It's not enough to be excited about. We should gain 1 strength first. I think it's just limit break flame barrier at that point. Because of brutality, we're going to be gaining a lot of strength. Oh, actually, we're not gaining as much strength as I thought we would have, which is kind of annoying. I mean, okay, what do you like here? To be fair, limit break, headbutt, limit break, battle trance is very nice. Could probably kill one. I think that's actually the way we want to do it. Originally, I was going to suggest this a little bit too cute, but I don't think that's the case, actually. I think it's just good. And we will take 7, but I can live with it. Although I would rather not. Now, these guys are totally screwed. Like, obviously, these enemies are dead. But just a feed, dude. I'll keep taking these Infernal Blades, even though our deck's getting a little unwieldy. No feed. I'm not spending any money, because we have another shop, potentially. I'm taking these Infernal Blades, because the Infernal Blades could give us feed. Give me the gold. Honestly... Start with an Infernal Blade, then Battle Trance. Rupture's obviously nice. Let's see if we can get a combo going. I would just like to get like any form of block, so that I could actually feel good about playing a Thunderclap. But you know what? Without a Thunderclap existing, it's fine. I really wish Brutality, when you played 2 of them, it hit twice. But it is what it is. Okay. Just trying to think about how I want to get you here. Probably a bludgeon. Could play Whirlwind for 0, but we were at 0 attacks for the combo anyway. This went totally okay. No feed. I'm not going to take Immolate. We don't need it. Admittedly, a second Rupture I actually think works very well with what we're trying to get across. I still do not see a feed. I will not spend any money. If we die, we die. We have to throw everything at the wall, I think, here. So we'll Rupture, and 2 Ruptures is great. Brutality is lovely. Infernal Blade, Infernal Blade. Let's get an attack going here as well. I was really hoping for... wow, that's terrible. I was really hoping for something that gave us... vulnerability so we could use the drop kick effectively, but it is what it is, you know? We got 4 strength up. On turn 1, we did 100 damage. It's not too bad. Let's get this going, this going. This is a fairly obvious play here. And then we'll just hit you with one of these. We will get extra strength out of it thanks to the 0-cost Whirlwind. 6 strength up. This is a fun deck. And I know it sounds like I'm just trying to make up for the fact that, you know, it's not doing what I want it to do. That's not actually the case. Sorry, we should have Hemokinesis first, but... This kind of like race against time strength deck we got going on is a cool archetype. We've had it before. It's one of my favorite archetypes to play, actually, is the Ironclad. Is just like, can we kill the enemy by getting super strong before they can kill us? To be honest, like, I know we could play the Heavy Blade, but I don't want to take any damage, and I don't think we need to play it in order to get out in front of this guy. Incense Burner is great. Offering actually works pretty well with what we got going on. And as much as I would love to upgrade, I really think we hit question marks and hope they're shops. Try a thinking ahead, but... And we'll probably fight the Elite as well. Honestly... get this out of here for now. Although we are about to draw it anyway. I'd rather not... you know what? Let's do it this way. We'll draw it. Catch you with one of these. Perfected Strike, that came from Infernal Blade, right? Because if it didn't come from Infernal Blade, why is this card in my deck? Did I do this to myself? I hope not. So remember, I don't even know if it can work. I have no reason to believe it shouldn't work, but again, play Hemokinesis first, please. Cleave is 13, and then this is 17. That's not enough damage to kill you. Not that we have the energy anyway. Oh, we do, because Cleave is free. We're trying to get feed out of Infernal Blade. My expectations that this will actually work are extremely low. Honestly, I know we can't draw, but I want the energy, and then at least I can get strength out of it, but it does put us in a bit of an awkward spot. No questions asked. We're going to be at 49. No feed. Clash is interesting. I do love the Iron Waves, don't get me wrong. I think if we fight the Elite, we'll die. Were it not for the fact that we were low on HP, though, I would have been all over it. Clash? Okay. Well, we'll play Offering. It does minimize our... Because of invulnerability, it does not minimize our ability to heal. Very nice. 1 damage coming in. Nothing to worry about. Hold on. Can we play 2 attacks before we play... No. Is this worth it for a Clash? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, that seems like I played that extremely wrongly. To only get 1 strength out of that and not that much damage is like... What went wrong? I think we'd rather have a drop kick. So put this brutality up on top. Play this, and this. Alright, that was also very wrong. With Pantograph, I'm not so worried about survival. But to be fair, one of the reasons I'm not so worried about survival is because of the fact that we don't have a feed. And without a feed, you know, the run is pretty academic at this point. We could really use some draw as well. I've hit, like, peak demoralization with this specific challenge. It's like I should have just, you know, yesterday I could have played a little Slay the Spire, knocked it out, started an episode today with like, hey, you know, I finished the challenge. Isn't that cool? Instead, well, I didn't, obviously. You knew that already. I can't really feel good about playing a Whirlwind here. So, yeah, I'll do this one off camera. The other thing is, even if you ignore the fact that, like, I could have done it off camera. Oh, it is actually a very good turn to use our attacks there to hit these guys because we were invulnerable, but I've also been playing this game for, like, a year and a half. So, like, you would think over the course of that time, there might have been a period where, like, I could have found the chance to kill Donu with feed, but life goes on. The ultimate disrespect at this point would be if we were able to get feed on this shop, but then lost the run. Now, I'm also, like, paranoid. I'm like, is feed here? Well, I'm like, if we buy a card, will it restock? I don't think so. So, It is what it is, and that's highly unfortunate. But I'm starting with Thunderclap just to get rid of their artifacts a little bit, if we're even able to make it last that long. So, I will say, have I given up hope? Oh, yes, like, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. I don't even want to play these. I think we need our strength. Or our HP, I should say. But there is the chance, as much as it sounds absolutely ridiculous. The problem is that the chance is absurd. So nobody's gonna believe it, but I mean, if one of our Infernal Blades gives us a feed, if it can even give us a feed, honestly, actually, you get on top. Actually, should have done it the other way. Then there's a chance, which means realistically, there's probably no chance whatsoever. But stranger things have happened on a global sense. I wouldn't say, people always say, well, stranger things have happened. Well, in Spire, this would be amongst the strangest things that had ever happened, bar none. So, I mean, I'm hoping that you're correct, but I'm thinking you're super wrong. Oh, this came from Pandora's box. That explains it, because it is garbage. I'm going to start with a 1 in 8 brutality. I mean, you know the deal. We got to go for broke here early on. Start here. Definitely we'll start with an offering. We'll play a brutality. We'll play a rupture. We should have played rupture before offering. Like, my brain is just all out of sorts right now trying to figure out what the heck we're supposed to do here. So that's a twin strike, so our first one did not pay out. Should probably start doing something. I think this is a pretty okay start to this turn. Our other one is a reckless charge. That's a real yikesable moment. Being 5 strength up, yeah, sure. Let's just go for broke. So we are probably going to win being 11 strength up this early. Just remember when you get a headbutt, which we just did, you're going to headbutt back your limit breaks. And it's probably fair to say at this point that nothing could stop us. You know, we're going to be at, well, especially if we keep drawing limit break, which is working out super nicely for us. Honestly, Perfected Strike is our only attack. So, will I play it? No. We'll wait a turn. Just because I need to survive. But now, like, almost any attack will kill you, I'm sure. I'd rather not spend that kind of energy if we don't have to. There you go. And then, let me see here. Thunderclap. Oh, we can't afford Bash anymore, you dummy. Well, you're dead anyway. Dude, it's another disappointing run, unfortunately. Just because of the fact that, you know, we got Dono Deca. I threw myself at the wall to try to get feed. Nothing shows up. I'll do that off camera. We'll be back with daily runs in 820 in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps us a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!